the Baltimore Ravens. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Throwing first play is Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here we go. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Ravens had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert, sliding out of the pocket. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. the gut with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Here we go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow. That would complete to Prochet. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the deep.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw. That was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the... Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Herbert off of play action. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert just beat the play clock. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
11 mighty.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
12.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravensons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. You can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. up there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one 28 yards on the ground. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Now Herbert slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long. It's Herbert. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On third down, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
11.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now Burrow on first down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun to give to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
12. 11 MT.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here we go.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. He completes it to Boyd. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This pass complete to Higgins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this the holiday season because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Another run here with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 18-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Here we go.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Stop.
Inside handoff to Nixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
11 empty.
In motion comes the tight end left.
They gotta go, gotta go.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards.
11 empty, 11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. That one complete to Prochet. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Mix it up the middle. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow, he's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again with Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One more time with Dobbins. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Herbert going to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready?
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He will find his man Chase complete. He's got room past the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than